Hi Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the heart. So we're going to do today your week ahead reading. Gemini, no, why am I just saying hello Gemini? It's Gemini Libra Aquarius. Hello Gemini Libra Aquarius. You'll also have your monthly readings for December out this week. It's taken a long time to get them out this time because I've been terribly busy. So it's about, and also I've got to get together the year aheads as well for 2019, which will be coming up shortly anyway on the channel. But I'm just going to do the week ahead so far now, and sometime this week you'll have your month aheads for December coming out, okay? Just trying to fit everything in, to be perfectly honest with you, because I do the love reading and the general. Some people don't want to see love, some people just want to see generals. So, and some people want to see love and some people don't want to see general. So that will be for, you know, singular ones. Gemini will have one, Libra will have one, Aquarius will have theirs as well. But for now, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the air signs, we're doing your week ahead. For your readings, we're going to use the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. We're going to use the Tea Leaf Fortune cards, and we're also going to use the Ask the Answer deck. This is really fun. When I first got this a few years back, because I never really used it, but it was very accurate with me, we used this. This is like a, you know, a piece of paper, and you're guided to use it with the cards. But I don't use a piece of paper, I just do a 3-card reading, and it's usually very accurate as well, just using the cards on its own. So I love those. So that's what we're going to use for your reading, okay? So I've already unboxed these and taken them out, so I didn't need to do it on screen. So we're going to just shuffle the cards first for the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, and we're just going to ask, Universe Spirit, what is the advice situation coming in for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? The week commencing the 26th of November 2018 to, I think it's the, let's have a look. I should have checked out my date, shouldn't I? 26th, 27th on Tuesday, 28th, Wednesday, 29th, Thursday, 30th. Oh yeah, first. So it's to the 2nd, sorry. So the 26th of November 2018. That just flicked out for you guys. Be careful of what that one, the devil. I always put these back in, but I like to, if something flicks out like that, I'll take a really good note of it. Don't know which way it came out, right side or upside down or in the right way up. But yeah, in 3 cards, what is the advice that you have for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? What's the situation for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? November 26th, Monday, November 26th, 2018 through to Sunday, the 2nd of December 2018. Show me. So we're going to... hang on a minute, yeah, so, is that the right way up? Let's have a look, which way do I need to do? Oh yeah, it's this way. Okay, so we got 1, 2 and 3. God, I don't think it's taken 5 minutes to get all of that done. Okay, that's the first set, and then we're going to ask through the answer to back us up on this. And can you give us some further information, Universe, on what the advice is? And we don't use reversals in this card, so if anything comes up reversed, we turn it in the right way up, okay? So, Universe Spirit, what is the advice through the Ask the Answer deck for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Week commencing 26th of November 2018 through to the 2nd of December 2018. Show me in 3 cards. Okay, so we're going to place 3 down here. Okay, and we're just going to, with our tea leaf cards, open our bag up like so, put the tea leaf cards in there, like so, okay, and we're going to shuffle the cards around with the tea leaf cards, as you can see here on screen, and we're just going to pick out 3 cards out of here as well. Universe Spirit, what's the advice you have for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Week commencing 26th November through to 2nd of December 2018, show me. So we're going to pick 1, you just pick these kind of randomly, 2, and 3. Okay, there we go. Let's have a quick look then at what the cards are saying to you guys. I wish I had a pointer pen, something that I did have a pointer pen, but I must have just put it somewhere or other. I like to have something to point with. Oh, we'll have to use this. Okay, so the first cards from the tarot. That's nice. Queen of Coins. Okay, so Queen of Coins could be somebody in your life, perhaps. Could be a Capricorn person. Usually she's Capricorn or Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be an earth sign person. Queen of Coins could also be somebody who is an advisor. For example, she could be somebody who works with money. She could be a bank manager or somebody who advises you financially. This could also be your job. For example, if you work in a bank, for example, or if you work within housing, that type of thing. But essentially the advice and the energy of the Queen of Coins energy is just to be resourceful with your money, take care of what you have. It is a financial card. And with the Queen of Coins, you know, usually this is about being resourceful and being careful. But this card also says, well, you might have to, if you've had any financial problems, you might be seeing financial improvements coming in as well. Wow, it's nice, it's money, it's definitely money I think this week. You've got two money cards, Nine of Coins, Queen of Coins, and they're very similar cards. And I think that with the Queen of Coins energy, as you can see the Queen of Coins on this particular deck, and as you know, I'm an intuitive reader, so I don't just read meanings of cards, I read pictures, or I read into, you can see that she's buying some things here. So there's a transaction going on here with this Queen of Coins energy. She's usually generally seen as being the Earth Mother, is the Queen of Coins. And usually coins aren't just to do with money anyway. They're sometimes to do with diet and they're to do with food. Sometimes she's a nurse as well, is the Queen of Coins energy. But you've got the Nine of Coins energy showing here. So the Nine of Coins is about financial satisfaction. The Nine of Coins is all about feeling comfortable, financially and materialistically comfortable. Okay, I feel that with the Queen of Coins energy, that what this is probably saying to some of you guys this week, if you treat your money right, if you're resourceful with your money, because if you look at her, she's in a market shopping, and it's almost like she's bartering for stuff. Can you see here? It's almost like she's bartering. So she's got this pack of carrots here, and it's almost like she's bartering for the pack of carrots, and she, you know, the shop assistant might say, or the market worker might say to this Queen of Coins, and she might be saying, you know, I'll sell you the carrots for £1.50 or $2, and the Queen of Coins will say, you know, well, you know, what about if you put this down to, what about if you sell it me for $1.50 or £1.50 instead? And, you know, it's almost like there's an agreement here. It's almost like if the more resourceful you are with your cash this week, because that's what the Queen of Coins is. Queen of Coins is all about learning. She's not about learning, she knows. The learner cards within the tarot are your knights usually and your pages. More than likely going to be your pages, okay? Those are your learners. They learn how to be loving. They learn about how to think clearly, how to speak clearly. They learn, the pages do, all sorts of things. They learn about life itself. That's what pages are. But queens know their stuff. So this is all about you guys, I think, being resourceful with what you have. And I think that the advice for the week is use your money wisely with the Queen of Coins energy. Be resourceful. See what you can get this week. Because I think if you do that, you're going to find yourself being very comfortable, in a very comfortable place financially. Because the Nine of Coins is all about being financially and materialistically comfortable. But with the Queen of Coins, if you look at this lady here, usually on the Rider-Waite, she's looking down at her coin and she's saying, okay, I've got this money here, what can I do with it? So this is all about using your money resourcefully. So be resourceful with your finances this week. Because I think if you are with this Nine of Coins energy, you're going to be in quite a nice place this week. You're going to find that it's almost like with what you have, you can really kind of take the money that you've got further for some of you guys. And you're going to find that you can actually be quite comfortable this week if you're very careful with your resources and if you use things, you know, intelligently. What's the next card? You've got the Judgment energy showing here. That's interesting. So the Judgment energy is all about making those big decisions. Okay? You can see here that the people at the back of this lady are drinking. Okay? I don't know whether they're taking drugs, but she's made a big, big decision to leave that. Can you see? Look at this. This is why I love this tarot deck, because everything you see is just like, wow. Can you see on these cards here? Look, there's a trumpet in front of that woman there. Can you see the trumpet? I don't know whether you can see it, but there's a calling here. This woman is hearing a calling. This woman is yielding the call. Do you see what I mean? She's listening. She's listening to a higher calling. That's what Judgment is. It's when the universe is. I also see this as a universal card, the Judgment energy. It's when you're hearing the voice of God in your hearing. It's when you're hearing somebody or something. It's a sign. Sometimes when you get the Judgment card, it's all about that sign that says to you, actually, you need to do this now. Actually, you need to leave this behind. There's a sign here with the Judgment energy showing up here. And it's a sign that's coming to some of you guys. And you need to hear the sign. You need to hear the signal. You need to hear what's being told to you this week, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay? I think that there is a sign here. And I think that this is the first card. It's the major card. When we get the 3 cards in a sequence, you don't need to read 3 cards in a sequence. Read what makes sense to you. When you do tarot, read what makes sense first of all, and then follow through with the story. So this makes sense to me that says that there is a calling here this week. There is very much the God is in your ear this week, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the Judgment energy. You're being told something of significance this week with the Judgment energy. And some of you guys are being told to be resourceful, to be careful with the money that you have. Because if you're careful with the money that you have, and if you're resourceful and you look at what you have in a very resourceful, a very intelligent, a very pragmatic way, which is what the Queen of Coins is, you'll be able to live comfortably. You'll be able to make your money stretch further. Remember, look at the Nine of Coins lady, what she's doing. She's sitting down with a cup of coffee. She's got some grapes. I think this is money. Oh my God, I never noticed this before either. Yeah, can you see her purse? Can you see? She's got a purse there. These cards are amazing. You just notice things like time and time again. There's money on the cards that are open. She's got a purse that's open, so there's lots of money in there, and she's comfortable. This is all about you guys being resourceful here. So there's a calling this week, judgment. Something is being called into judgment energy, and it's going to make you, really the judgment card is all about recognizing things as well. So when you get the judgment card, it says you need to recognize something here. There is a calling now, there is a time for change. So I think that for some of you guys, I think what it's saying is if you've been a little bit frivolous, if you've been using your money in a frivolous kind of haphazard way, if you've been spending on lots of luxury items, the Queen of Coins doesn't spend on luxury items. When she's in the reverse, she'll overspend. She'll be stupid with her money when she's reversed. When she's in the upright, she's intelligent with what she's had. But you've got the judgment card saying here, there is now a calling coming in this week. Your chickens are coming home to roost. So if you've used your money in a silly way for some of you guys, your chickens are coming home to roost. And there is a calling here, okay? It's judgment time. It's time to make a very important decision, because you can see the man at the door is the angel. And what he's doing here with the trumpet is he's calling you. And if you can look behind the lady, what are they doing here? They're having a very good time. They're drinking, they're partaking in whatever. So they've probably spent their money on a lot of kind of, you know, very frivolous, very indulgent things like drink. Possibly drugs. I'm not saying that you guys are doing drugs or drink or anything, but the drink on the card, on the judgment card, is just indicative of really what this person was doing before. This lady before, she was a drinker. She was partaking in lots of indulgent things. This was a very indulgent lady before the trumpet sounded at the door and it said, now it's time to leave this behind. So I think for this week, for you Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it is time to leave certain things behind. It is time to leave things that are, things that you've been indulging in, things that are not serving your highest purpose. It's time to leave those things behind. And there is a calling. You're being called this week to do that, okay? And what you need to do with the Queen of Coins now is focus on being. So there's a calling for you to leave the frivolities and the indulgences of life behind this week, guys. And with the Queen of Coins energy, you need to be far more resourceful and far more intelligent with the resources that you have. Because this lady is intelligent with the resources that she has. So it's time to be resourceful and time to be intelligent with what you have here. Because if you're intelligent with what you have, you'll find that you're going to live in very much in comfort here. Okay, for some of you guys, it might be it's time to leave behind indulgences that you have involved yourself with in the past here. There's a calling here. There's definitely a calling coming to some of you guys this week. You're being called to change your life this week for some of you guys. Okay, the Queen of Coins might be telling you to focus on your health as well. So if you've been indulging in things that aren't healthy, it could be smoking. It could be drinking too much. It could be eating a lot of rich foods. You're being called to change your life this week for some of you guys. And with the Queen of Coins energy, maybe you need to take a really good hard look at your diet, for example. Maybe with the Queen Nine of Coins energy, it's saying take a look at your diet this week. Okay? And make those changes. Okay? Maybe you need to be eating better. Maybe you need to be eating more fruit. For example, there's a fruit bowl in front of her. She might be sipping on this card. She might be sipping herbal tea. It might be time to turn away from, you know, rich foods, bad things for you. There's a calling. And that calling can be anything. It might be for some of you guys, you feel, oh my God, I've put on a bit of weight, for example, with the judgment energy. The calling doesn't just have to be God. I mean, it is God. It's God. God is in the detail, I think, within this reading. But I feel that this calling for some of you guys, it could be anything. It could be that you suddenly notice that you've put a lot of weight on for some of you guys. It could be for some of you guys, you suddenly notice that your skin isn't what it was because you've been drinking too much. For some of you guys, you might notice that you've been getting, you know, yellow fingers if you've been smoking too much. This calling can come in any way, shape or form. It might be that you receive a dream, for example. But God will always be in the detail with the judgment card. God will always be in the detail. He's always going to be in the detail. And that calling that some of you guys receive this week, air signs, you're going to receive it in such a way that you'll know that it's some form of a warning sign. I'm not trying to frighten you. I'm not saying that warning is in the bad way, but this is enlightenment. This is a week of an awakening, because the Judgment energy is also about an awakening. It's all about a resurrection. So it's resurrecting yourself from a past energy and moving into something new. But God is always in the detail from Judgment. It might be that if you've been smoking 100 cigarettes a day, you receive a call from a friend who says, oh my God, do you know who just died? They were smoking this, that and the other. And it's like, oops, okay, it's time now to change. Okay, maybe it's time to focus on eating fresh foods. As you'll notice the food is from the market. It's time to start eating fresh food. Okay, looking after myself with the 9 of coins. Eating fresh food, buying up the fresh foods and looking after myself with the 9 of coins. Because the 9 of coins is about valuing yourself as well. For some of you guys, it might be your diet that needs to change this week. Okay, because the Queen of Coins, she's an earth mother. She eats good food. She eats food from the land. It's organic and it's fresh. It's not packaged shit, you know. It's not ready meals, that type of thing. So for some of you guys, it might be that this week is the week to start focusing on the fresh food. You can see fresh food is at the market here. Okay, and start valuing yourself. Start resting up a little, especially if you've been partying. On this card, it shows a woman that is used to partying. And now she's looking back at the parties and she's saying, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? I don't want to do this anymore. Because she's had a calling. The calling is now, and the door is open. The calling now is to leave this energy behind and move past the door. And for some of you guys, it will say, well, if I'm going to do that, turn my back on the rich foods, on the alcohol, what I'm going to now do is indulge in, you know, looking at the fresh foods that I can eat. The good foods. I'm no longer going to drink. I'm going to start eating loads of fruit and really looking after myself because I value myself. So I'm going to start buying fresh foods and start living in a more healthy way with the Queen of Coins energy and start valuing myself, because 9 of Coins also means to value. That's why you got the coins on the desk as well. They're things of value. Everything is a thing of value in this thing, you know. So this is a week really, whether it's financial changes, whether it's dietary changes for some of you guys, whether it's just a case of that you've been burning the candle at both ends with the Judgment energy. It's a time to change. Some of you guys, it will be diet. Some of you guys, it will be finances. If you've been using your finances in a really kind of reckless way with the Judgment energy, the door is now open and the universe is saying to you through the calling, whatever that might, however that calling comes, through a dream, through a message, through the words of another, it's going to come to you because God is in the detail and God's going to tell you something for some of you guys this week. And those changes will either be financially, Queen of Coins, look at what you have. Be careful with your finances here. If you're careful with your finances, you're going to be able to live comfortably with the 9 of Coins energy. Okay? Maybe you need to change your diets. If you're careful with, if you look at what you've been doing, if you've been drinking too much, it's time to change the diet. It's time to look at buying the fresh foods and start valuing yourself and taking it easy. If you've been overworking, again, it's time just to take the time out for yourself. This week is definitely, I think, for some of you air signs, a time to really look at changing up certain things within your life. Because for some of you guys, you've been living a life that is probably not serving you and not serving your higher purpose. And I think the universe is definitely sending in a sign for some of you guys that this is going to be the week where those changes will need to come in whatever way that they take form. Now, the changes will take form in terms of the coin energy. Coins represent earth, earthly matters. So earthly matters are your diets, earthly matters are your bodies, earthly matters are your money situation. So it's literally going to be an earthly matter. It's not going to be something in terms of, you know, emotions. It's not going to be something in terms of the mind. It's not going to be something in terms of your career. It could be career for some of you guys because money is attached to that. But it's definitely an earthly matter here that's going to need to change this week. What is the Ask the Answer deck saying for you? So you've got frustration this week showing up here. But whatever frustrations you guys have felt, it's okay. They're going to go. You've got the peace. So this the frustration for some of you guys, if you've been feeling frustrated, don't worry, because this week it's going to see those frustrations leaving. You've got the peace card. So you're going to find peace. Some of you guys feeling frustrated, you will find peace this week with the peace card. Okay, dark-haired woman. So some of you guys might find peace with it. It could be, if some of you guys have an enemy, for example, it might be that you've got a dark-haired woman in which there's been some frustrations, but you'll find peace this week. For some of you guys, you might have been finding a very frustrating time within your lives, and it might be this week that you find peace, you know, through a dark-haired woman. There's a dark-haired woman for some of you guys involved in the mix. However she comes into your life this week, you're going to find peace around her. If this is an enemy, you'll find peace. If this is somebody who's helping you, you're going to find that there's going to be peace over frustration through a dark-haired woman. The final cards are your tea leaf cards. So needle thread, what does this say? Let's have a look. Needle thread card, a sincere wish will be granted. That's nice. What's the next card? Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Okay, so some of you guys, again, you might have had disappointment in a friend or a lover, but a sincere wish will be granted. What's the final card? Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Okay, so for you, some of you guys this week, I feel that you've had unsettled times and there has been the need to plan ahead. Okay, probably because you've had disappointment in a friend or a lover, but don't worry, because a sincere wish will be granted. Remember, when you do the cards, okay, you got to read the sentences. How does it make sense? How can we put the structure of the sentence properly? I do feel that some of you guys have had disappointed times and there has been the need to plan ahead, probably because you've had disappointment in a friend and a lover, but a wish will be granted for you this week. Okay, so that's the way I think the week is going to run for you guys. I'm going to quickly go through this again, okay? We'll start with the tea leaves again. I think for some of you guys, you've air signs, you've had unsettled times and you've had to plan ahead in those unsettled times, okay? And that might be where this fits in. So if you've had some unsettled times, okay, and the need to plan ahead, this is where the judgment energy is. Because if you've had unsettled times, the need to plan ahead is going to be the judgment energy. You've made a decision, okay? The unsettling view of the people with the drink here, this is you guys here. You're the lady here saying, okay, I've had enough of this. I need to start planning ahead. My calling is that I need to start planning ahead and I need to pay attention to that intuition. Judgment can also be your own intuition, okay? Disappointment in friends and lovers, that can still be the judgment card as well. You're leaving people behind here. They're not serving your purpose any longer and you want change. So you might have had unsettled times and the need to plan ahead. Could be because you've had disappointment with friends and lovers, and those two cards can definitely connect with these ones. A sincere wish will be granted. Well, the sincere wish being granted could be here. If you've had unsettled times and disappointment with friends and you've decided, actually, I want to leave this all behind, it might be, well, a sincere wish is granted because this is what you guys do. It might be your wishes, you know, I'm having problems with friends. They're not serving my highest purpose, so what am I going to do about it? Well, I'm going to create these changes. And the wishes being granted are, some of you guys, it might be a money situation. Being resourceful with your money. Looking at your finances, for example, with that Queen of Coins energy showing here. Okay? Through looking at your finances and being resourceful with the Queen of Coins energy, it might be with the Nine of Coins energy. You're being able to make some plans with what you've got. You're being able to structure and put things back into order with the Nine of Coins energy. Okay? It could be simply a thing with the diet thing here. I think two things really. This one here, you've had some issues with friends and there has been a need now to leave those situations behind and plan ahead for the future. Okay, sincere wishes coming in for some of you guys. Also through the tarot, again, I think this connects with this energy here. But certainly this energy of judgment is about an earthly matter. So you guys making a very important decision this week, probably to be more resourceful with your money with the Queen of Coins energy and to start being, you know, far more practical, looking after what you have with the Nine of Coins. Being resourceful with your cash this week, some of you guys, it's going to ensure that that you start building your finances for the future, which is often what the Nine of Coins is, because it's financial gain. Some of you guys making a very important judgment. That judgment is to leave behind probably bad habits. Therefore, some of you guys very much concentrating on the Queen of Coins energy. Okay? Being healthy. Could be going to the gym, but I don't think this is gym. I think for some of you guys it's dietary things. Nine of Coins, valuing yourself a bit more, taking it easy, not indulging in partying or smoking or, you know, rich foods and things that don't make you feel good bodily wise. So certainly this week in these cards it's the body. This is the week to look after your body, to make changes in your diet for some of you guys. Also to make changes in your finances for some of you guys. Okay, it might be for some of you guys also work. Queen of Coins can be somebody who's working from home. Might be that some of you guys make a decision here, a definitive decision. Queen of Coins energy to set up a home business with the Queen of Coins energy, and with the Nine of Coins that could be working from home. So some of you guys might be looking to work from home. So definitely the focus is on earthly matters, your money, your body, your health, and possibly some of you guys how you work and how you make your money. finally, the Ask the Answer deck. Some of you guys have been frustrated. However, you're going to overcome this because you've got the Peace card. You could overcome it through help for a dark-haired woman, or if you've had frustrations with a dark-haired woman, I think that there's going to be a resolving of the situation this week. Alright, that's your reading, my darlings. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. Have a great week, and I will be back with your singular month ahead readings for December. Take care. Bye-bye.